From missing neighbors to ghostly passengers, here are 5 terrifying stories of doppelgangers. 5. The Vanishing Neighbor. I still don't understand what happened that night. One moment, Mr. Holloway was waving at me from his porch. The next, he was gone. We'd always had a friendly wave whenever we saw each other, so when I spotted him that evening, I waved back. He stood there awkwardly for a moment, then started walking toward me. He looked agitated. His gait was off. As he neared my house, I could see his face clearly. Then he vanished. I blink. He was gone. I walked out onto my porch, confused. Was I having a stroke? Maybe. I stumbled back inside and peered out again. Mr. Holloway was gone. His porch light, though, was on. I went to bed, assuming he'd knock on my door in a moment. He never did. Next morning, I asked around. Turns out no one had seen him leave his house. His car was still parked in the driveway. His newspaper was unread. His lawn was uncut. It was as if he'd vanished. I visited his house countless times over the weeks, hoping to find a note or something, anything to explain his disappearance. But there was nothing. I even hired a private investigator. They found his car and his cell phone in the house, but no trace of him anywhere else. There were no signs of struggle, no money missing, no valuables taken, not even a suicide note. And his bank account showed no activity after that date. I remember staring at his obituary online. It was dated exactly 5 years ago. It said he died of a heart attack. But something about the story just doesn't sit right with me. The speed dial on his landline was programmed to my number. I can still hear footsteps on my porch some nights, and I know it's him. He's out there watching. He won't come in. He doesn't want to talk to me. But he watches. Number 4, the reflection that weren't mine. I woke up in the middle of the night and got up to go to the bathroom. When I turned on the light, I saw a face in the mirror that shouldn't have been there. I was brushing my teeth at 2 a.m. The mirror was fogged up. Then it cleared, and the face became clear. It was me, except it wasn't. The eyes were darker, the smile wider. I stopped breathing, frozen in place. My reflection kept brushing its teeth, but it was much slower than me. Almost deliberate, I shouted, waved my hands in front of my face, but nothing happened. The mirror me kept smiling. Then it spoke. It whispered my name. The hairs on my arms stood on end. I turned the lights on. Nothing. I didn't sleep at all that night. In the morning, I saw wet footprints leading from the mirror into the living room. I live alone. No one else lives in this apartment. I haven't used that mirror since, but sometimes I feel like something is watching me. Sometimes when I wake up at night and turn on the bathroom light, I see a face in the mirror that shouldn't be there. The same face. I live alone. I haven't seen those footprints in the living room in a while, but sometimes at night I hear the distinct sound of brushing teeth. I always run out of the bathroom, hoping that whatever is watching me in the mirror hasn't followed me. I haven't slept well since. No. 3. The unmarked phone call. Have you ever gotten a call from yourself? I did, and I wish I hadn't answered. It was 3:33 a.m. when the phone rang, an unknown number. Most people don't call at such an odd hour. Curiosity got the better of me. I picked up. Silence on the other end, then a voice broke it. It sounded just like mine saying, "Don't look behind you." A shiver ran down my spine. I froze. My blood ran cold. Slowly, I turned my head and saw my reflection on the dark window pane. It was moving like me, mimicking my movements. Then it smiled. The call ended abruptly. When I checked my call log, it showed the call came from my own number 1 hour ago. Since then, my life has been hell. I haven't slept a single minute. Every time I close my eyes, I see that reflection. And now the phone keeps ringing at 3:33 a.m. every night. I haven't answered since, but today it rang while I was on the phone with someone else. I didn't hang up. Afraid to leave the line, I answered. On the other end, static, and then the voice again, "Don't look behind you." I hung up in a panic. I was so scared. Now I keep waiting for 3:33 a.m., dreading the next call, wondering what that reflection wants from me. Number 2, the phantom passenger. I was driving home late from work last week. The roads were empty, the weather terrible. I was almost glad when a police car turned on its sirens behind me and signaled to pull over. Another car joined us, and I assumed it was a tow truck. To my surprise, both vehicles blocked me in from the front and back. I rolled down my window. "License and registration, please," the officer said. I complied, confused. "You're driving a company car with expired tabs and a blown brake light," the officer said. Confused, I responded, "I'm sorry, but I just left the dealership where I had repairs done." I must have missed the tab renewal notice. The officers exchanged glances, then one leaned closer. "You sure you were just at the shop?" "We received multiple calls reporting a reckless driver matching your description." I insisted I had been to the dealership. The officers looked unconvinced, then let me go with a warning. Relieved, I sped up. Alone on the deserted road, suddenly a chill ran down my spine. I glanced in the rearview mirror and saw a car matching the police cruiser behind me, following closely. Panic welled up. I pressed the accelerator harder. The car behind didn't budge. Glancing back, I saw another vehicle, a black sedan, blocking my way. Trapped, I tried to turn around, but it was too late. The sedan had stopped directly in front of me. My heart pounded against my ribs. I sat frozen, unable to move. After a moment, the sedan turned on its hazard lights and disappeared into the darkness. I made it home unharmed. But ever since, when I drive, I feel like there's someone in the back seat. I live alone and always lock the back door. But sometimes at night, I find a wet handprint on the roof of my car. No. 1. The voices in the walls. I thought moving into this old apartment would be my fresh start, but it has secrets. Late at night, I hear whispering through the walls. Names, secrets, things I couldn't make out. At first, I assumed it was the pipes or noisy neighbors. But then they started addressing me. I'd be in the kitchen washing dishes, and a voice would say, "Turn around." The first time it happened, I laughed it off. The second time I did, nothing was there. But the voice knew things about me, things only I knew. Afraid, I checked the building's records. This apartment had been vacant for over 20 years. I haven't had any new neighbors in over 2 months. Still at night, the apartment building breathes, whispers, and calls my name. I've started sleeping in the living room, but even here, the voices follow me. Sometimes I wake up and I swear the walls are watching me. I long for silence, but it seems like the walls themselves want to talk. If these walls could talk, they'd tell quite the story. Maybe you'll hear them too. Thanks for watching. How many of these stories really freaked you out? Let us know in the comments section below. Make sure to subscribe for more videos like these. See you next time.